Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to do a quick, I shouldn't say quick, we're going to do a how-to video on how to go ahead and get into Avalon the game. There's been a lot of questions around it. There's a lot of different options out there, or used to be options out there. So we're going to have to dig through a little bit. That's why this video is going to be a little bit longer. But I want to make sure that people understand and are buying the right type of pass if they're looking to get into Avalon the game. Before we jump into the video, I know I have to do everyone's least favorite part of the video and let you know this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word or anything that's said in this video as financial advice or advice in any way. I'm just a gamer playing a game and reviewing games as part of this. I am not telling you to jump into any project or anything along those lines. Do your own research, make sure it's right for you. Go ahead and pause this video and read this thoroughly before we jump into it. All right, so let's get back to the video. A little bit of background. Avalon has been around, at least the alpha has been around for a little over a year now, and there's also been a lot of passes that have been available during that time frame. Majority of those passes are no longer give you access to the game itself, but there are some rewards for holding those. So if you want to go ahead and test out the game, there's two specific passes that you want to go ahead and check out, which we'll focus on for this video. Maybe I'll do a separate video on the other passes to kind of walk through those details. But I want to make sure that people are out there buying the right thing and are not buying expired passes. Two things that I'm seeing a lot is people buying the wrong passes or buying an expired pass and not able to access the game. So I want this video to go ahead and avoid all of those issues. If you go out, first of all, if you want details on all of the different passes within Avalon, if you go over to their Discord and you scroll down to near the bottom on the left-hand side, you're going to see an our NFTs section here that's going to list out all the different NFTs or passes that are currently on the market. You can see them all the way from Emerald, Silver, Purple, Gold, and other ones, a June access, a July access. These are all ones that you'll be able to trade in for a character if you have the badges also, but you cannot access the game anymore or get NFTs through these anymore as far as within the game itself. If you are new to the game and are looking to just test it out, try it out, you want to focus on the top two, the 7-day pass and the 30-day pass. If you're looking to trade in badges for a character that you can use in beta and going forward, you can go ahead and take a look at July access, June access, the gold, and these down here. If you have 21 of the badges that go along with those, you can go ahead and turn those in down the road for a character for beta. Again, I'll do a full separate video on that so we can talk through that, but I want to focus on the access right now. So right now, if there's two types of badges that you can go ahead and use to access the game. The 7-day pass will go ahead and give you access for 7 days, but you cannot redeem any NFTs from it. So understand that it's meant to allow you to try the game. You can go ahead and see if the game's right for you. It is a much cheaper option. See if the game's right for you. If it is, you can go ahead and go to a 30-day pass, or you can go ahead and get a character and get ready for beta. But this is just to test out. And a lot of times when they give the giveaways, this is what they give away to give you a chance to test the game out. Also gives you a chance to level up your characters and test out different characters within the game itself. So it's a nice pass to have if you're unsure if you really want to play Avalon. If you get to the process, or you watch a bunch of my videos, you get excited about it, you talk to people, you get excited about it, or you try the 7-day pass and you realize the game is for you, then you want to take a look at the 30-day pass. What the 30-day pass does for you, obviously it gives you access for full 30 days once you start out the game itself. And you can go ahead and do a couple things with that. First of all, if you're in the game and you go ahead and you earn an NFT, whether it is the Titan helmet, or if it is the Kraken necklace, or any type of NFT that's in the game, that you can go ahead and transition, you are able to go ahead and claim it through the forum. That's a whole other process, but you can claim NFTs through this, one per pass, and sometimes one per account. It all depends on the NFT. The other thing that this will give you is, if you go through the process, you're playing the game, you're running raid 1, depending on your level, you run raid 1, you can get a daily pass every 24 hours. And then if you get 21 of those daily passes, when beta comes around, you can go ahead and trade this pass plus 21 of those badges in to go ahead and get a character. So this gives you a lot more benefits than the 7-day pass, but is also more expensive. So just be aware of that. It gives you the access, the NFTs and things like that allow you to play the game in a lot more detail and a lot more rewards from it. So those are the passes that you want to take a look at if you're going ahead and want to jump into the game itself. So understand that if you want to jump in the game, avoid these passes. That's simple. I'm going to jump over to Atomic Hub. I'm going to focus the rest of this video on the wax side of the house. If you're in Polygon, IMX, or any of those other blockchains, it is a very similar approach that you have to take a look at. It just may look a little different. For example, if you're in Polygon and you're taking a look at Bentley or one of the other exchanges, it's going to look different. But if you're on IMX or for wax, it's going to look similar if you're on Atomic Hub. So I'm jumping over to, I'm on Atomic Hub right now. I'm within the wax blockchain. I just pulled this up randomly. And wanted to show you this. This is sorted by access passes. So I searched access passes on Avalon Druids. That's the project name that you're going to want to use. There's also an Avalon, the game project that's out there, but it obviously says do not use. That is not the right category that you want to use. You want to use Avalon Druids. And it'll bring you up this. You click on passes and click on access passes, and I just sorted by lowest. And that's what's going to show up. You're going to see 7-day passes, and if I scroll down, you're going to see an assortment of other ones like the Emerald and the June pass that you see here that you don't want to buy if you want access right now. And then you see the 30-day. So the black one is 30-day, which is running roughly about, I think it's $50 or $60 if you get it from the project team. And the 30-day one is about $10 if you get it from the project team. So that's what gives you access to the game itself. The other thing I want you to focus on and be careful with, don't just go and grab the lowest priced one. The reason why I'm saying that is there are some passes out there and there's some players that went ahead and grabbed the pass, they played the full time frame, and they're trying to resell the pass, which kind of is not really the best practice because whoever buys it is out the wax and cannot access the game. So understand that. The reason they allow it is if you have a 30-day pass or 7-day pass, you play for one day, you don't want to play anymore, you can still sell that access time frame, but the problem is that clock's already running. So the way you find that out is if you go ahead and you click on one of these, even if you just drag over it, if you see the description there, you'll see on the left there, it'll say activation date, which is when they actually logged in for the first time, and it'll say expiration date. You'll see the expiration date is Thursday, December 14th, which means this pass is expired. So if you go and you pay 75 wax for this pass, it is no good. You cannot use it. It doesn't give you any badges. You can't exchange it for the badges. You can't get access to the game. So this is not a good pass to go ahead and grab. If you go ahead and take a look at this one, for example, it doesn't have those details. I'll actually go ahead and click on it. You see down here, actually, let me take a step back. If I go ahead and click on this pass, which is the one that's expired, you can go ahead and see under the description, there is the 2 categories. It shows you that it's expired. If I go back and I click on this one that doesn't have anything in there, you'll see there's nothing under the description. That means it has not been used at all. It means that you can go ahead and buy this one and jump into the game and go ahead and test it out. So I'm jumping back here to the pass that I mentioned that was expired, because I really want to nail this home because I don't want anyone buying the wrong type of pass. As you can see down here, it has the activation date, the expiration date. If it has been activated at all, not necessarily even expired, but if it's been activated at all, that means you cannot use it. So do not buy anything that has these 2 out there. The only exception is, again, if you want to go ahead and only buy the pass to go along with the badges that you may have bought off the secondary market or that you earn from some other means, and you have no plan to actually use it to play the game, you're just using it to go ahead and exchange down the road for the character and you have the 21 badges, that's a different story. But if you're looking to get access to the game, either it's a 7-day pass or a 30-day pass, make sure that it does not have the activation in here. Otherwise, you're spending the wax and not going to be able to use it. So I wanted to go ahead and say that whole thing all over again, just to make sure everybody understands that if a pass is activated, you will not be able to use it. All right. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.